Hey, good morning everybody. Ed the Pond Professor here. I am coming to you from the Poconos of Pennsylvania right now. I am at Pond Camp 2020, another incredible event by Garden State Koi. I am out here just kind of looking for some different rock and stuff, checking out this beautiful site. It's a cool little camp. We did an incredible system last year.
I have never been at a place that they've had more moss. I can't even carry it all in a bucket. So this is a career shift.
Definitely. I mean, when you do plumbing, you can't build waterfalls, so.
Yeah, that's right. You gotta fix leaks, not make them. Here we go. Garden State Koi, Pond Camp, we're on our way. Look at this. Just like Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah.
What's up, bro? What's up, guys? Hey! All the way from Kansas City, baby. Man, we got a lot of guys here. This is good. Hey, we can shave your head here. You wanna do it? You gonna shave your head on camera?
I'll do it.
All right! I love my job.
Let me just check this out. I just love the look of all this stuff. Just beautiful, beautiful setting. So I'm just looking for different stuff that's found in and around the area. Trying to get ideas on what we're gonna be designing and building. Nature has taken over. So you get these rocky mounds, some of that duff layer. So that's all that organic stuff. So that's the leaf debris, pine needles, mosses, and all that type of stuff that just starts to accumulate in between the cracks and crevices of all those boulders, and then it starts to create a beautiful little habitat for different types of plants. So you have these beautiful ferns that start popping up in here. You look around the landscape here, lots of mosses, little seedlings and stuff like that starting to pop up. This is the slate, the blank slate that we have to work with, the canvas, to make something that looks and fits into the property.
So Tom, tell our viewers what you're doing here. This is the third year you've done this?
This is our second year.
Okay.
And this is a group of camp located in Northeast Pennsylvania. They're all owned by the same family. Last year they had us out at Pine Forest to build them a pondless waterfall. So we'd only have 30 contractors come, but in the end we had 60 contractors show up. This year we have 120 contractors here, and we're actually building 3 separate water features.
Nice.
Large pondless waterfall right at the entrance. We're building an ecosystem pond. They have a beautiful nature center back part of the camp. And then we're doing a bubbling fountainscape. After the 2 days of camp, we'll have 3 functioning 100% complete water features here at Timber Tops.
I love my job. So Ed, what do we got going on here?
Waterfall madness as usual. Making great progress, dropping in some of these incredible moss rocks in here. We got a 2,000 gallon reservoir down in the bottom.
Wow. 2
pumps going in. We're gonna have multiple waterfalls coming in. This is the main entry for the entire camp, so we're trying to create a lot of action as everybody pulls up.
So are you gonna be bouncing around between the 3 projects? So what do you love about Pond Camp?
Number 1 thing, obviously the people. Number 2 is the setting. I mean, beautiful Poconos, northeast part of the United States. Just an incredible area. Tom puts on a phenomenal event. Love getting back. I mean, getting our hands dirty. So just a lot of good history here. And then some of these people we've been working with for decades.
I'm hoping it's gonna fit. Challenge now is where the vaults are. We've got to disguise that. We've placed 1 rock already. Now we want to get something in front of that to kind of layer it back. Like you would see in nature, 1 rock falls behind the other, creating a waterfall. We're gonna see how much room we have to make this big rock fit in there.
Woo! Having a good time, love it here.
Awesome. Alan, what are you working on up here?
We're working on the next set of waterfalls. We're gonna have like a couple of drops here, and then we're gonna stream back into where that bridge area is gonna be, and then we're gonna hook up that biofall. So this is all, there's gonna be another drop up there in the stream area bridging, and then we're gonna cascade down through here.
Nice.
The lower end.
Okay. Biofall's up there, and you were talking about some aqua blocks. You still thinking that back here?
Yeah, so we're gonna bulk fit that liner down there, put a couple of aqua blocks in there for the diffusing.
Yep.
And then that way we can take that 9PL and it's gonna push right up in here, and we'll be able to close this off somewhat, so the predominant amount of that water will come this way.
Okay.
Pond wives and non-builders. I guess I'm not allowed to build.
Guided by the power vested in me by the state of Pennsylvania and an online course I took.
making great progress here today. We have people all over the place, obviously. A lot of stuff happening here, which is great. We're doing our foaming and everything. We're creating little planted pockets for some ferns and stuff like that. Remember, that's what I was talking about earlier. We want to blend everything into this beautiful hillside. So we have all that native vegetation around the perimeters. We want to make sure all that ties into this so it doesn't look like we have this big rocky mass and then nothing. So we want to have little sections of vegetation coming in here to soften everything up. That's going to be the key to all this. The other thing that we have to be really conscious of is because we're working a rectangle, so we have this big rubber liner coming out. We have to be very conscious where we just don't have rock and then vegetation. We're going to have rock, get a little pocket of vegetation coming in, and then do some bigger rocks over here so it looks a little bit more like it's fragmented. Otherwise, it's going to look really out of place. And again, it's these little subtle details that'll make all the difference in the world when doing naturalistic water features like this. We are foaming everything in place to get that water going where we want it. Guys are strapping up on top, so we have multiple machines working, which makes all the difference here in the world.
Okay, Al, how long till we can start this baby up?
15 minutes.
Oh, you got some stacked slate work going on up there, huh?
We got a stump in here as well. Mess it up a little bit. It's doing that final 10% that makes the thing pop out.
And then look at that stacked slate work. Looking good, guys. So what do you think of pond camp? Is it your first pond camp or did you come last year?
First pond camp ever. Pond camp, and it won't be my last pond camp.
This is fun stuff, isn't it, guys?
Yeah.
What are the ages?
21, 20, 21.
So what would you say to guys that are looking at this as a career? Why is this a fun career?
It's really different. I mean, you see it and then you build it and it changes along the way, and I mean, it just turns into something
There's
that
always
you saw
something
it,
new.
but
Every day isn't the same.
yeah,
It's a journey, really. There's a bunch of it stops on the way, and
Now, which one was you in school for landscape architecture?
that was me.
Okay, but you said you're actually learning more with your hands than you were in a classroom or a virtual classroom.
Yeah, I didn't really like sitting at a desk, and really wanted to learn it, so went out and did it. It's the best way to get your hands dirty and really learn it,
They paid to be here, and yet they want to build because this is our art. When you're working with other people, you're always picking up new techniques, you're always picking up new ideas, and it's just fun. So every water feature is a unique work of art, one of a kind custom creation. The process to build it remains the same, which is our 20 product and 20 step process, but everyone is different because every rock is different, every setting is different, and every artist is different. All right, so Sean, show me what your idea was. This looks pretty awesome.
Up in that feather rock, there's going to be some little shoots of water that come out. It's also going to be plumbed and bubbling out of the top of those. It's going to cascade down, and you'll see that water's going to come over that falls there and kind of ricochet down, and then it's going to come down here. We're bounce down through these falls and make some nice white water up through here.
Edge treatments, pretty nice. You guys learning some things? Yeah. How new for you?
3 weeks.
Yeah, so you definitely are learning. Everything's new for you, right?
Yep.
What would you say to women that are looking at this as a potential industry?
If you're interested in being outside, physical, creative, then it's definitely something that I recommend taking a step towards. It's changed my life completely. A lot healthier, mental health, not sitting behind a desk all day. If you want to use your brain a little, get creative, this is the place to do it.
That's right. Wow. This is absolutely an artist's love right here. Moss and logs. What a perfect setting for this. Isn't it going to be fun to turn this on?
It's going to be amazing.
So how old are you guys?
18.
18.
All right, so what would you say to other 18-year-olds for this as a profession? Why?
Something that a lot of people don't really get to see and do. It's just fun to see all these waterfalls being built. Like, you go around to like hotels that are high end and you see all these cool water features and you get to be like, I build stuff like that.
Yeah, right. That's kind of cool. Why did you decide, after thinking about, you wanted to be in the trades and everything else in plumbing, that, hey man, maybe I'll do ponds instead?
We had an externship program from school.
And then you just kind of got a job with Sean?
We came here and loved it right away.
I mean, when you do plumbing, you can't build waterfalls, so.
Yeah, that's right. You got to fix leaks, not make them.
Yeah.
So this is a career shift.
Definitely.
So Ralph, having fun at pond camp?
Oh, heck yeah. Doing something in a completely different setting, completely different than what I'm used to.
Arizona desert.
Working with moss and ferns and stuff. I work with, Alan says, scorpion dust and tumbleweeds.
So moss will make or break a job. I have never been at a place that they've had more moss. I can't even carry it all in a bucket. This is my first time seeing this, but you guys saw earlier when I was showing them how they were putting that stacked slate wall in there behind the waterfalls. And man, that is just gonna look fantastic at night with it glowing from behind. Great frame rocks, stacked slate, some logs, the moss, and then a pond.
So this has been another incredible experience at Pond Camp. Just had a blast out here working with all the CACs, the Artists of the Year, Master Certified Aquascape Contractors, new guys, you name it, everybody was here in the Northeast. Beautiful fall weather, and we did some incredible projects. We have 3 unique projects. We did the big signature waterfall right as everybody comes into the property, an ecosystem pond, which everybody has to see that and experience an ecosystem pond. All the wildlife that's going to be happening from that is going to be perfect. And then we also have this beautiful little woodland stream over in the background. That one is over by the art area. Just going to inspire all the kids that are coming to this place. What I love about this is we have this beautiful, incredible natural setting. I mean, we have all these woodland areas and everything, but as soon as you put that little water feature in place, now all of a sudden it becomes a focal point, and people are going to keep looking, and they're going to actually explore the woods more than they normally would on their own. So I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. I guarantee people kind of look at it, you glance, unless you see wildlife up in there, you're just going to kind of keep walking and say, oh, it's a beautiful, beautiful woodland setting. But now you come over here to this little waterfall, this little woodland stream. Now everybody that comes over here is going to stop. I mean, look at this view. You're going to stop right here. You're going to look, you're going to think, you're going to contemplate, search the entire area, how this blends into the outside perimeters. These are the little details that I love about water features. So you can't see the total starting point. You can see some little bubbling action up there. So it's a little decorative fountain. But what it's going to do, it's going to pull you up off of this pathway, and you're going to kind of come up into these little areas to look further. All the stuff that you would actually see right here in the hillside. And that's our goal. Awesome. Love the stump, little ferns in top, moss is coming off. I love the split on this. You got this beautiful face on this rock. Waterfall coming completely different direction. One of the goals with naturalistic water features, we don't want everything. We don't want like a series of stairs. We want stuff coming off from different angles and elevations and coming out from different spots. Love the little island rock. We got water kind of coming all the way around the back of it. We didn't want to create a feeling like it was a canyon. We have some really steep areas, but then we also have some areas where we just expose like that bedrock type of a look. So we have one pump coming to the top, we have a second pump coming to this area. So it's increasing water volume and velocity as we go a little bit further downstream. It's kind of a unique little spot, just kind of caught my eye over here. You don't see it all too often, so this is just brimming full of water. Got little mossy pumps kind of coming up, but we also have just a little water kind of trickling down here in the back, and that's okay. I know a lot of people are going to want to try to get all the water visible, but it's actually 100% okay to create those little areas because, you know, from a biodiversity standpoint, that's where the birds, that's where the pollinators, the butterflies, the insects, they're going to kind of congregate in these areas because it's just that slow seep, you know. So you have saturated rock, you have some mosses and soils and stuff in those little areas, and that's where those animals are going to go. They're not going to go in the torrent in the main middle of the stream because the water's too fast. If you look around on the outside perimeters, this looks like it was actually carved out by the flowing water. So we have a lot of rock work over here on the outside perimeters. We have the flowing water, and we pick back up with mosses and ferns and rock work over on the outside edges.
Imagine this. It's a Saturday in June and there's 800 campers that are coming. The first thing they see when they drive into Camp Timbertop is going to be this brand new waterfall. And then it's our hope the campers will be able to take a picture up on this waterfall before they depart. Great job, everybody that worked on this feature. Amazing rock work. This is what the Certified Aquascape Contractor Network is all about. Coming together, having fun, making beautiful art together. The reason that Certified Aquascape Contractors work together is because they believe in the mantra, ponds done right, customers serve right. A rising tide lifts all ships. The reason that we do these camps, the reason that we do these trainings, the reason that people that are experienced come and train their competition is that they realize that if they can get people building ponds done right, customers serve right, more people are gonna learn what living the aquascape lifestyle is all about, and more people are gonna get water features. If you're interested in becoming a Certified Aquascape Contractor, check out the link below. We want many people in our tribe, we want cool people in our tribe, and we love having fun. I love my job.